Welcome to Marler's Movie Reviews and Relationship Advice. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about Satanism.
Marler's Movie Reviews and Relationship Advice. Don't watch it once, you better watch it twice. Got a dating issue, then you hit subscribe. Marler. You still gonna pay attention now. With the good knowledge you use, you will bow. Accepting the light, we'll tell you how. Marler.
Satanism is a word that was undefined for hundreds of years, and same with all the associated terminology. The Satanic Bible, there was no such thing. The Church of Satan was undefined until 1961, when Mr. Anton Lavey realized that the name was unclaimed. Up to that time, anybody could start any movement that they wanted. Anybody could write any kind of book that they wanted and call that book the Satanic Bible. And in 1961, that's what Mr. Anton Lavey did. And he wrote his book, he wrote the Satanic Bible, copywriting the title Satanic Bible. He started his church. He took the name Church of Satan, which was up in the air up to that point. And today there is not universal agreement that these people who follow his movement are really Satanists. Some people like to refer to them as Laveyan Satanists, but everybody else can cry all they want. He copyrighted the title, he took the name, so he gets to define it. He's got control now. I was reminded of this the other day when we decided to change our YouTube URL, and we wanted to use our acronym. That was our first choice, but we found that www.youtube.com/mramrach was already taken. What? Who else would want to use youtube.com/mramrach? I don't know. And the page is completely blank. There's not even anything there. Don't go there, okay? I've worked so hard to get you here. Don't give them your attention. These posers who have taken our acronym, this thing that should be ours, okay, between us, they've taken it, and they're not even doing it anything with it. It's just a blank YouTube page. Why? Because they're enemies of Marler. That's why.
And I will destroy them.
But anyway, as I was saying, so we went with our other choice, which was youtube.com/Marlerism, and that's actually a really, really good choice. And in fact, when I think about it, I'm surprised that was open, because there got to be hundreds of Marlers at least. Nobody else wants to be a charismatic cult leader? Nobody else wants to start a movement? No, they want to, okay, but they can't, because they don't have what I have. So Marlerism.com, we own the name. We can do anything we want with it. One of those other Marlers wants to start something, they're going to be number 2, at least as far as YouTube is concerned. But we got to come up with a name for our followers, don't we? You got to come up with a name, my dear followers. Marls, maybe? Lurs? I think Marlerers is a little bit too long. Something else Momnerists? Ooh, that's a good one. Momnerists. Followers of our principles. People who use the techniques, the mind control that I'm giving you to improve their relationships and enjoy movies more are Momnerists, I think. I meant to talk about something the other day. I wrote a bit from my Hercules monologue, which I forgot to put in the final cut, and that is one thing that annoyed me about the movie Hercules. Damn it! One thing that annoyed me about the movie Hercules was that there was a lot of making out. I am not a fan of makeout scenes. I am a fan of making out with only the hottest women, and sometimes men. But the key here is the hotness, not which sex they are. I'm a fan of doing it, but to me, making out is like taking a dump. Feels fantastic, but I don't want to see anybody else doing it, usually. I don't understand why some movies have a lot of making out. Maybe it's just lazy writing. It's like, we need, we got an extra block to kill here. Anyway, and the movie, um, in Gladiator, I mean Hercules. In Hercules, they really went over the top with the romance cliches as well. Of course Hercules guy has himself a love interest. They go to a waterfall and they're swimming, and then they pitch a tent and they're making out on top of lamb skins in a tent. Come on, man! It's like, all right, we get it. You're in love. Just I don't need to see you making out for that long. Shoot. In the movie Scott Pilgrim versus the World, ooh, I like the kissing in that one because there wasn't too much of it. Yeah, just a little bit of kissing. They had a wonderful scene where Scott Pilgrim is kissing Ramona, and in the background, he's floating like an angel playing his bass. There are two ways to interpret that scene. One, they give you a little something else to watch if you're somebody who doesn't like makeout scenes, like me. Or two, you could think that background of him playing bass, that's him, that's his soul. Making out with a hot woman is the same as playing music. It absolutely is. That's why I play music and I don't bother making out very much anymore. Do a little bit on occasion, but when I'm too tired to play music, I guess. Here's some general relationship advice that anybody can use, and I'm gonna tell you this as if the scenario is that you're going out with a man, but this works equally well no matter what your preference is. But let's say you're going out with a man and you're stuck having to go on a date like right after you got a busy day, you got to go straight from work to the gym, and then you got your date and you didn't have time to brush your teeth and you're all out of orbit gum, and your breath smells like something pooped in your mouth and then died in there and started decaying. Literally, something did poop in there and die. That's what causes bad breath. It's just happening on a microscopic level. What do? Because you got this date that you're going on. You're hoping to talk for a few hours. You're hoping to talk really closely for a few hours with your nasty, nasty breath, and then make out afterwards. That's what you're hoping for. It's the bacteria are doing. They're eating the food. They're pooping it out. They're dying. Your breath smells nasty, nasty, nasty. Here's a hint. Here's what you do. You order some drinks with limes or lemons or oranges in them. You order some citrusy drinks, which is most drinks. For me, my go-to is Blue Moon with orange. And I always go to restaurants which give you a generous, thick slice of orange. That's one of the ways that I judge restaurants. But anyway, it can be any drink. If you're non-alcoholic, you can just ask them to put a slice of lime in whatever you're drinking. Or order food. A lot of dishes come with lemons. And when you're all done eating, you're all done drinking, you take your citrus rinds and you eat them. Eat the whole rind. Chew on the rind. For one thing, some people actually just find this impressive. Like, oh my God, you're a real man because you can eat the whole rind. I've gotten that positive reaction. But the important thing is they will freshen your breath. You eat some whole citrus rinds, and they just destroy whatever was in your mouth. These rinds, you chew these rinds hard, and they will destroy your bad breath. They will give you fresh breath that lasts. When you eat these, it tastes bitter, it tastes nasty, but the aftertaste is good, and it'll keep you fresh. It's as good as eating a Mentos. So that's some general relationship advice anybody can use. It'll rescue the disaster that was your relationship. You guys were on the rocks. He was almost done with you. Now he's back in your arms. Y'all are living happily ever after. Go to a jazz show after that. That also works. I'm rambling now. This has been Marler's Movie Reviews and Relationship Advice. Thanks for watching.